That's one of the big leaps, isn't it? It's like understanding that this big L, life, is going to do what it's going to do.
Well, you can be in the flow of it, enjoying it, or you can resist it.
Exactly, and it's resistance that gets you in the
When you resist, whatever you resist will persist. And I used to practice the law of non-resistance very much as a flight attendant, because there were many things that you would come up against that you would want to resist. Many things.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it can be a really
Exactly, and then you're
pretty
trapped
horrible
because that's that attachment that you were talking.
Exactly, and I realized very early in my career that the more I resisted what I didn't like, the more I was going to get that in my experience. Because I was taught, creative visualization right away. As soon as I started flying, I learned the art of creative visualization, and I was smart enough to figure out you can visualize what you want, but you can also visualize what you don't want.
Right,
and you're going to get it.
And the more you stay aggravated at that person that aggravated you, the more they show up. The more
That's right. In different bodies, but the same time.
Exactly. So that was an amazing aha moment, and that's, to me, that is the, entails or encapsulates one of the major, probably the major truth, and all of the great spiritual teachers talk about it, that don't resist, don't react. Just like you say, look at it. And I'm the same way. Before, I couldn't be happy here in what I thought was the United States. I was always out on a plane somewhere traveling to find better. Mm-hmm. And in my mind, many places were better in contrast. But now I'm finding it doesn't matter where I am.
It doesn't matter where you are. I mean, there are very many metaphysical people who realize you really don't need to go on vacation.
No matter where you go,
You're
there you
always
are.
with yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
And so the peace and all of this other stuff, but yeah, and I think it's kind of interesting to watch, and it's hard to do. It's almost impossible to do. And one of the things I learned from the Course in Miracles was just that. What you're choosing fear or love, or your separation from your source, but also the idea of giving. Of like, if you're in a situation where, especially here in Boston, everybody drives like an idiot, and everybody wants to get ahead for some reason, and all these battles occur over non-existent pieces of geography that don't even exist. When you think of it, they're on the road, but they want that piece of geography, and they're willing to have war, right? But in 2 seconds, that piece of geography is gone.
That's true.
You don't get it. You don't keep it.
Right.
It's insanity in its highest order. And once I started to realize that I would just look at people and say, here, if you really want that, it's my gift.
Right. Yeah, I never experienced road rage. I mean...
Right, because you're present in the moment you're allowing.
Right, and whatever they're doing, I'm just driving defensively, really, to avoid any kind of accidents. And I do believe that if you're just trying to avoid accidents, you won't have one.
Exactly.
But I don't dwell on even accidents.
Right, exactly. Great bit.